Hey everybody, welcome to Monday. Everything's going well here, and the weekend went pretty well. Back on Friday, Logan actually had a really good day at daycare. He had super fun and he was super good, and he actually had a really good day overall. Over the weekend, there were a couple of rough spots, but you know, that's to be expected as well. And one of the things that we're having a little bit of trouble with right now is having him communicate to us when he's actually done number 2. We feel like we need to check him every 5 minutes just to make sure, because if he doesn't tell us, then he gets this really awful rash and then it hurts. And then it's hard for him to do anything without getting really upset because he's obviously in pain. But I think that'll get better in time. One thing that is really funny with him is he's a ham. He loves it when people are laughing. He loves it when people are smiling and having a good time around him. And whatever it is that he's done that has caused them to laugh, he will do over and over and over again because he just loves the enthusiasm. He loves the happiness that people get. And when he starts laughing along, he gets this crazy maniacal psycho laugh that just makes me sometimes just want to back away from him very slowly. But honestly, I don't care how he laughs. As long as he laughs and he's happy, then I'm a happy dad. Today we did take him to an open house at a fire station we thought he would really like because he loves fire trucks and he loves construction equipment. And he did enjoy it. He liked going up to the fire trucks, but he didn't want to get up in the seats. He's a kid who really loves huge machinery, and he watches all these shows on YouTube about mighty trucks and mighty machines, and he's addicted. But when he gets up close to one, he likes to look at it from the outside. He likes to kind of touch around, maybe get up on the steps. He becomes very afraid once he gets into the driver's seat. I don't know if it's like claustrophobia or whatever, you know, at his age, I don't think it's anything like that, but he just gets freaked out by being actually in the machine. And then it was funny because while we were at the fire station, they actually got a call and one of the fire trucks had to take off. So we actually got to see it leave. So for him, that was kind of the end of a big weekend. And for Liam, every day is pretty much the same right now. Eat, sleep, eat, sleep. He has gone longer stretches of being awake, and it's really fun to kind of play with him when he's awake and alert, and he's still, of course, figuring out what his hands do and what his limbs do. He'll be 2 weeks old tomorrow, so he's got a lot of learning to do. On a more somber note, my father-in-law, he was supposed to go down to a job site with a coworker over the weekend. And at the last minute, plans changed and the coworker ended up going down by himself. And that very night, that coworker in that car, which was a Prius, got hit head on by a drunk driver. Now I saw the pictures. The front end of the Prius was completely demolished, but the rest of the Prius was surprisingly intact. And my father-in-law's coworker was able to walk away with a number of injuries, but still walk away. And I think that stands pretty well for the Prius. I never would have thought it would take such an impact head on. But looking at that picture was also really frightening because he could have been in that car and he might not have been so lucky. His coworker ended up with broken bones and he is going to need surgery, and he also got a bone chip in his eye. But compare that with not walking away at all and you'd say, okay, he got off lucky. But it's just another one of those constant reminders that kind of tells you, hey, you know what? If you care about somebody, make sure you let them know when you see them, when they're leaving. Just communicate, especially if you haven't talked to somebody in a while. Reach out, because you never know what could happen to these people. I'm not saying badger them and profess your love for somebody every single second of every single day, but make sure you tell people, make sure they know, because they could be gone before you know it. And actually, that's where I'm going to end today. Hope you all had an awesome weekend and looking forward to a really good week. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Be good to each other.